Good morning, Your Honor. Joe Joseph for the plaintiff.
Sandra Cox. We do not have her. And you're turning on, there we go. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Judge.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. We are requesting an entry of a default judgment for possession only. This is a termination of tenancy matter that comes before your court after a failure to cure a health and hazard defect here, as stated in the notice to terminate, which was submitted along with our complaint. We're just asking the court to enter default judgment with a possession date of, or writ date of July 10th or 20th, I'm sorry.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount in. There is no redemption amount, writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
You do the same, sir.
Thank you.
Group 5 management versus Ika Kelly. Ika Kelly.
Present, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Weiss appearing on behalf of Group 5.
All right. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Plaintiff's claim, there's $1,492 owing, but we have not yet received the housing portion of 933. So currently, Ms. Kelly would owe $559, assuming the 933 payment is received soon.
Okay, the Section 8 type payment. Is that what you're indicating, Mr. Weiss?
Yes,
It's a housing assistance payment that hasn't been received as of yet, but her portion, you have at $559.
correct.
Is that inclusive of your court costs?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, Ms. Kelly,
Yes.
how are you intending on getting this resolved?
I'm seeking an adjournment because I haven't received my new portion from MISTA, and I also haven't received a ledger from Group 5 Management or Randolph Court Apartments. I submitted paperwork to housing, but they have not updated my new rental portion.
Got it. So you're waiting for the update of what you're going to owe each month.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're entitled to an adjournment. I will adjourn it to 17th.
At 8:30?
Have we adjusted the dockets for Judge Brownstreet now?
Yes.
Okay. July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I do it by Zoom, Your Honor, or make a
Pardon?
request?
Mr. Weiss, you know how it works. Why do you ask me that each time? You want me to say no. No, yes, you can do it by Zoom, Mr. Weiss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, Your Honor.
You do the same.
Have a great weekend.
You too, ma'am. Redford LLC versus Sama. Is it Abu Hala and Qadir Dari?
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Devlin, P72877 for the plaintiff. I have no idea on the pronunciation.
All right. I think I did kind of okay. They're not checked in. And I do not see, sir, that you paid for a second service. So they're not here. I can't take
right
a
here.
default. Hold it. Okay. Who are you?
What's this?
You'll have to unmute. Give me your name.
Your Honor, they were on a telephone. I think they just got muted. I think it's that one.
Yeah, I saw it. You'll have to unmute. Hit *6 on your phone.
Yes, we're here, Your Honor.
And your name?
Qadir Dari?
Sam Abulholy.
Okay, they're here. Okay, this is a termination of tenancy action. And folks, what's your position on the termination of tenancy?
I spoke to Charlie from Redford LLC. We had made connected back on June 3rd for inspection, and somehow there was some disconnection, but we rearranged, scheduled it for July 11th at 2 p.m. for tomorrow for them to come and do inspection.
Perfect, Your Honor. If I could,
counsel don't know anything about that.
never would, Your Honor. All of that checks out with our typical modus operandi. I'd ask for the pretrial to be adjourned either 1 week or 2 weeks so that I can hopefully dismiss this outright.
All right. You want the 17th or the 24th?
I'm going to look at my schedule, Your Honor. Let's do the 24th, Your Honor, please.
Will that work for you folks?
Is this for a rescheduled court for Zoom call?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what day is it again?
We'll do July 24th, 2026 at
That's
1 p.m. That is scheduled for an in-person hearing, so unless they dismiss it, you'll need to be here in person, folks.
okay. I do just, when I spoke to the company yesterday, he said that once they come in, it was from, to have them do an inspection.
I understand, ma'am, I understand that, but right now it's not dismissed, so I've set it for the 24th. If they dismiss it, I don't need to see you, but if they don't dismiss it, you'll need to come in.
Perfect.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Court does call the case. Camilla Rue Holdings versus Pet Pros LLC.
Pamela Rue, yes, that's correct, Your Honor. This is Hannah Cohn appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Why is this file so big? Why did they? What? Oh, counsel looks like she filed a bunch of paperwork. Anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyone representing Pet Pros LLC? They are not here. Counsel, I would love to proceed today. However, I don't see that you paid for a second service on it, so I can't take a default. I would need to adjourn it out 1 week.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll adjourn it. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I show in JIS that the second payment was paid.
You showed the second mailing was paid for?
I showed $13 the second payment fee was paid for a while.
I see what they did. They don't have a service fee.
AC for.
Okay, so what I'm missing is they did pay for a second service. I don't have the original service. Do you show service being, this is a 4?
And you know what? I apologize. I haven't taken all that because it looked like they funded the.
Oh, they refunded it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't paid for.
So like they bring it.
And counsel, I'm going to indicate to you my file is indicating that there was no initial service. Is that what you're showing also? So it may have to be reserved
Okay.
To effectuate proceeding forward. So I can adjourn it out to the 17th or 24th, whatever your pleasure.
The 17th works for us then.
Pardon?
17th works for us, right, Your Honor?
Okay. July 17th, 2026 at
12 noon.
12 noon.
Perfect.
That is an in-person hearing, but certainly you can file a Zoom request and the court will consider it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Lakestone Apartments versus Marjorie Marshall.
Hey, please, the Honorable Court, Steve Gann, P78219 for the plaintiff.
This is Marjorie Marshall. I'm here.
She on her sheet, Your Honor.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Miss Marshall.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm in the doctor's office, but I just want you to know I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Counsel, I would indicate that on our sheet from The assistance folks, that the case was transferred to Friends Indeed for assistance, was updated 7/6. They've not been able to reach the client. They sent an email yesterday, I guess, regarding her assistance. So, ma'am, you need to check your email regarding.
Judge, if I could
Yes.
if I could just make a quick statement. I did
Well,
everything. I did
it'll have
everything.
to be very quick, ma'am.
Okay, I did everything they told me to do. I was in touch with them. I did the phone interview. I went to the office 3 different times. So I don't know why they're saying they couldn't get in touch with me because I was talking.
Well, ma'am, I don't know either.
Okay.
There was an
So-
email sent to you yesterday, according to them.
Yes, I saw
I'm
it.
telling you to check your email, get back in touch with them.
Okay, I will get it taken
Mr.
care of.
Dan, what is the amount that's owed?
Sir, the current amount due and owing is $4,468.91. That's inclusive of the $252.80 in attorney fees. So rent to
All right.
retain alone is $4,416.11.
Got it.
And that's including the water bills and the late fees. They put the water bill in there too, sir.
And the
As part of
water
the
bill
lease.
rent if it's not paid.
I'm sorry.
The water bill will become rent if it's not paid.
Okay, yeah, I will pay everything.
I'll adjourn the matter to July 17th, 2026 at
3 p.m.
3 p.m. All right, ma'am, that is an in-person hearing, so you'll need to be here.
Okay, so if I pay everything, do I still have to come?
No, if everything's paid, you just have to make sure that everything's paid.
Okay, then, thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
please reach out to me if everything's paid so that we can get the proper paperwork to the court and it can save the court some time getting it off the calendar.
Okay, and so who are you?
I'm the attorney for the landlord, Steve Gann. My name's on the paperwork.
Okay, then, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Court calls the
Judge.
case Lakes Apartments versus Wendell and Munson.
Steve Gann for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
She's here.
Gwendolyn and Munson,
I did see her on the screen, Your Honor.
I'm not picking her up. I do. Oh, I do.
Unmuted.
Ms. Munson? What am I looking for?
She's just her name. She does not have her name on yet.
Thank you. Gwendolyn Munson? Come. You prompted her.
Said in her chat that if she's not good.
This is his last one, right?
Yes.
Your Honor, if you want to pass this for a couple of minutes, I know you've got
Yeah,
171 cases.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gann. Legends of Rosewood Village versus Leena Awad.
Good morning, Judge Mark Wasbury for plaintiff.
And also Tiffany Coleman.
Yes, we're both here.
Coleman.
Your Honor.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
you're
here.
both.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 2 screens. Got it. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Judge, rent to retain possession is $4,230.33. Court costs are $218.98.
What's that total amount, sir? I'm
4,000.
sorry.
That's okay. $4,449.31.
All right. Folks, how are we intending on getting this paid?
So we have half. So we're here because of my half. So Lena has the half from last month and this month. I'm just falling short because of other financial issues, but we did apply. Well, I did apply for emergency rental assistance like 2 days ago. So I'm waiting to just hear back from that. And then also just applying to jobs. I was applying to like salaried positions to kind of get back in corporate, as well as short-term waitressing and bartending, which I start actually today at 6. So.
Okay.
It's in the-
So you applied for state emergency relief?
Correct. 2 days ago.
And how many people are in the unit?
Me and Lena.
2.
Okay. So this, just so that you know, because it sometimes says state emergency relief, but it won't, it's not even looking to cover everything. It would, at most, if you're approved, you're going to get $520. Okay, if that's through DHS. All right, so, all right, you're entitled to an adjournment. And the only question is what can you pay between now and the next date that I said?
Well, we for sure, as of today, have her entire half, so half of that bill.
Okay. So you want me to do math? So you
It's
have
about
about
1,600, 1,700.
You have 1,700, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this then to start this out. Get the $1,700 to the landlord.
Well, they won't
Okay,
let
when
us pay it split.
Oh, they will now.
We'll take it.
Yes, I will order them to take your half, okay?
Okay.
All right, so get the 1,700 to the landlord, get that in by first part of next week, so by Monday. And then I will adjourn this matter out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to be here unless everything is paid in full. And then we'll figure out where we'll go from here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Can you let us
Thank
know
you.
which court is it? The one on Hogback or?
That's the only court around. No, yes, it's the one on Hogback. That's the one I'm at, and it'd be in courtroom C.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Court calls the case of Town Center Place versus James Harrison.
Mark Wasbury for plaintiff, Judge.
He's here, you said? Yes. James Harrison? Are you prompting?
Unmute video.
Yep, there we go. James Harrison?
Yes.
Okay, he's here. What is plaintiff's claim, including court costs?
Judge, this is a termination of tenancy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Harrison, they're seeking to terminate your tenancy at Town Center.
Yes.
Sir, what's your position on that?
I would like to continue this, please. I'm having real bad pains right now. Oh my God.
He needs to get legal representation.
Got it. Thank you. All right, I'll give you a week to get that accomplished, sir. So you may want to call Legal Services or the U of M Clinic.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so I'll need you to come down to the courthouse, okay?
Ann Arbor?
Well, in Pittsfield, out by the Sheriff's Department, Hogback and Carpenter.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Is that it
Judge.
for you, Ms. All
Yes,
right.
thanks.
Thank you, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Barnes and Barnes versus Tayab Khan.
That was Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
All right. Tayab Khan, they've not checked in. They've not checked in. If you'd raise your right hand, I can't say it. What? Where's it? Well, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. It's
Okay, I see. Go ahead, sir.
1485, around 250 cost for 1735.
1735. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Thank you, sir.
That's it for me. Hello. Did you call Keanu?
No. You said Mr. Gann's ready?
So, when will that's a camera?
Well, I'm not going to do that. Pines and Clover Lane versus Keontae James.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Alger Silva on behalf of the plaintiff.
Mr. James, you'll need to turn a camera on. Do I have him? He dropped.
Yep.
Is he back in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'll need a camera, sir. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Rent to retain, Your Honor, is $3,413.33. That's through the month of July. Costs are $175 for a total of $3,588.33.
All right, Mr. James, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have $1,700 I can pay today, and then I just need like another week.
Okay, so pay your $1,700 today. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2020. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. If you get it paid by then and everything is paid in full, I don't need to see you, but otherwise you'll need to appear at the courthouse.
Okay, sounds great. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Pines of Clover Lane versus Eduardo Handel and Nellie Handel.
I heard.
Handel, I don't have either party counsel, so if you raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
And we're asking for a default for possession only. Rent to retain is $3,377.96. Costs in the amount of $214 for a total of $3,591.96.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pines of Clover Lane versus Cassandra Oliver and Daniel Dosh. Oliver, Dosh, neither party is present. You may proceed.
And we're asking for a default for possession only. Rent to retain is $2,446.49. Cost of $214 for a total of $2,660.49.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
You do the same, sir. Recalling Lakestone Apartments versus Gwendolyn Munson.
May it please the Honorable Court, Steve Gann for the plaintiff.
Ms. Munson, I did see her.
Yeah, she's spoken.
Ms. Munson? Miss Munson, make sure you put out the cigarette first thing. Second thing is, yeah, they put it out. Okay. And then Ms. Munson, wait, can you hear us? Okay, there's something wrong with your audio on this. So I'm going to go ahead. Hold on a second. We can't hear you. So here's what I'm going to do. Mr. Gann, how much is owing?
Your Honor, currently there is $3,728.04 in rent, $252.80 in court fees for a total of $3,980.84. $3,980.84.
All right. And ma'am, are you going to be able to get that paid? Why don't you nod at me if you think you can get it paid? Okay. Have you applied for assistance? Okay, you're just gonna have the money? Okay, ma'am, here's what I'm gonna do. Get as much paid to the landlord as you can by next week. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week to July 17th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, that's an in-person hearing, so you'll have to come down to the courthouse unless everything is paid in full. Did you understand that, ma'am? Thank you. All right. We did good with nodding and everything. Okay, you have a great weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's my morning call, but unfortunately for you, you get to see me this afternoon.
Yeah, I know. I was dreading it, but okay, we'll see. No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Gant. Arbor Club versus Kimberly Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor. City Katz, I'm the plaintiff.
Kimberly Jones, they're not here. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. There's currently a balance due, including costs totaling $2,010, 2010, requesting default judgment in that amount with a writ to be issued after July 20th.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you.
Harbor House versus Cameron Diaz.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. And he is here. And Mr. Katz, how much is owing on this, including cost?
Your Honor, non-payment rent possession case, including cost $2,945, 2945.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Thank you, sir. I am currently working with the Department of Veterans Affairs to help with the funds to go towards the account. And I'm also working as well. I just started a job this past week. So with those two, I hope to pay the rent. And
so you're a veteran?
Yes, sir.
What branch?
Air Force.
Okay, I won't hold that against you. No, I'm kidding. All right. So you're working with the Veterans Administration to get some assistance.
Correct. The Veterans Relief Fund.
Yeah. Okay. Have they timed out when they're going to give you an answer on it?
I turn in my application this upcoming Monday.
Gotcha. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 17th.
Okay.
2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. So you'll need to come down to the court. The other thing, since you are applying for assistance, there's a form in your packet called a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that form out with the information on there and supply that to the court by Wednesday.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll make sure to get that.
All right. Okay, thank you. And then
have a good day, sir.
You do the same.
Thank you. Bye.
Arbor House versus Alexander Plagenic.
Morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz, I'm the plaintiff. I believe the defendant, I thought I saw their name.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Did I even get the name close?
Closer than most, I guess. It's Plavianich.
That was a nice way to put that.
It's a steep learning curve on that one.
All right. So how much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case balance, including costs, is $2,945, 2945.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I got this apartment with the assistance of SOS Community Services in Washtenaw County. There's been a lot of crosswires and miscommunication and outright non-communication.
sort of like on both sides, between myself and the leasing agency. I am going to be responsible. I am responsible personally for $900 of any outstanding balance, and my caseworker is currently out of office until the 14th, but she confirmed with me that the remaining balance would be covered by SOS. So I am in the process of attaining a money order right now. And I'm hoping by the time
how much is your money order going to be for, sir?
So I'm responsible for $900.
So when are you going to pay the $900 to the landlord?
I have to, well, see, the thing is, I had a money order initially that I had lost. So I have to file a claim. I'm filing a claim today. I just got paid today. So I'm filing like a return claim or whatever. I think it's like $21.
I understand that. So how much are you going to pay to the landlord before next week?
Before next week, I'm hoping that I will have my portion in full by next week. And
so you're going to pay $900. You're going to pay $900. When can you pay that, sir?
Correct. Basically, as soon as this money order situation is.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen in a week. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll have to come down. You'll have some news from your SOS worker.
Right.
And you'll have whatever payment you're going to have in, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
6 trails. Is that it for you, sir?
No. You got more. Man. Not so
all right,
lucky,
6 trails. 6 trails versus Kevin Is it Haffaker?
It is Huffaker, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Katz, how much is owing on that?
Non-payment of rent possession only $2,908.
And sir, how are you going to get that paid?
I just got working again. I lost my job at the beginning of May. I have maybe a couple $100 I could pay, but I'm currently trying to get back on my feet.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. You can apply for any assistance you can. We gave you the numbers in the video at the very beginning.
Yes,
you can also reach out to the landlord to see if you can work out some type of payment agreement. If you have a couple $100, you need to pay that. Can you get that paid by the 15th?
Yes.
All right. Pay that to the landlord by then. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse. Okay, sir?
Understand, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you much.
6 Trails versus Sherry Kennedy.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Sherry Kennedy.
All right. I'll need you to turn on a camera. Mr. Katz, how much is owing on this?
Non-payment rent possession only $1,247, 1247, includes costs.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the camera.
Okay.
Okay, maybe this is it here. Yeah, there I am.
You got it.
All right.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Owing is $1,247. How are you going to get that paid, ma'am?
Well, I'm gonna try out. The church is trying to help me get this check pay that off. I was under the assumption that when we moved in, we got a month's free rent. So that's what got me behind. I didn't know it was over in December. I moved in January, first week of January, and I didn't know that deal was over December. So just miscommunication issue here, but I'll get it taken care of.
All right, so you're looking to get a church to help you pay it?
Yes, sir. Yep, they are going to help me pay it. Yes.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. If everything's not paid in full, you'll need to come down to the courthouse, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Six Trails versus Michael Stewart.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
I'm here. Said Michael.
Your Honor.
All right, how much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case, $1,625 includes costs, 1,625.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm not sure if this is for July or June. I have paid since I was given the notice of this Zoom meeting. I just don't know what the last payment they have on record. On the 29th or the 30th, actually, because I would have gotten it the 29th. On the 30th, I gave them $1,425. And then on the 6th of this month, I gave them $225 more.
And Your Honor, the amount includes July. The problem was he never had a zero balance, so it just carried through. So that's your current balance, including everything.
I can have that paid by the end of this month.
All right, if you can work something out, you can call the landlord or the landlord's attorney, Mr. Katz, and see if you can work something out. I will adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, sir. If you don't have everything paid, you'll need to come down to the courthouse for the hearing.
Thank you.
And Mr. Stewart, Your Honor, Mr. Stewart, just so you know, if court's on the 17th, you're technically going to get till the end of the month to take care of that balance. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Six Trails versus Omari Lloyd.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Omari Lloyd, they're not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Your Honor, this is an unpaid rent possession case. There's a second mailing by the court at this time requesting default judgment. Defendant has failed to appear. There's currently a balance due, including costs of $1,142. That's 1142. That amount includes costs. Requesting default judgment in that amount with a writ to be issued after July 20th.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Sophia Bennett.
Good morning.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
All right. And I think that's Miss Bennett right there. All right. How much is owing on her?
Non-payment rent possession case balance is $4,017. 4017 includes costs.
All right. Miss Bennett, how were you intending on getting that paid?
I put in for a hardship withdrawal because I've changed positions and had some financial hardships thus far. So I know that it says 10 days after approval. So I do plan to pay at least half by the 24th, if not all, and the remaining by the 31st, no later than the 31st of this month. June and July should be canceled out and my account should be zero.
Okay, so that's a hardship withdrawal from your employment or retirement, correct?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Okay, it's all right.
Your Honor,
All right.
in those cases, they usually need a copy of a judgment. I'm just wondering if maybe we should put a judgment in with a writ date that complies with next week's.
I'm not going to do that because she's not represented by counsel. I understand that they may need that, but she's going to have to let me know that that's what they need, and I'll do it at the second hearing.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing.
Yes, sir.
At that hearing, make sure to have your status of exactly where your hardship withdrawal is.
Yes,
and
sir.
then we'll figure out how we're going to proceed from there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Willow Ridge Apartments versus Steve Inzumba.
Morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
I'm here, Steve wife. My name
I'm
is
sorry.
I'm here. My husband working right now. My name is Sarah Fofo.
Okay. Are you in the same house with Steven Zumba?
Correct, morning.
Okay.
Your Honor, non-payment. Oh,
yeah.
Non-payment rent possession case balance is $2,061.2061.
All right, ma'am, how are you guys intending on getting this paid?
Next week we want to pay 1,000, and then next week of July 17, we need to pay 1,000, and then July 14 we need to finish all 24.
July 24th. Okay,
yes.
So you need 2 weeks, is what you're saying.
Yes, on it.
Okay, so let's see if you can get the 1,000 in by the 17th. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse unless everything's paid in full. But get the 1,000 in, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll see where we'll go.
Okay, thank you, Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Trey Ellie.
Morning, Your Honor. Cindy Gatz on that plaintiff. I do see them. They are here.
How you doing, sir?
Got it. Okay. All right. How much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case. There's currently a balance due, including cost of $2,011.2011.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I could make a payment today, but the portal is locked. It has been locked for the last 2 weeks.
How much can you pay today?
I can pay $800, and then the remainder maybe later this week.
This upcoming week?
Yes, sir.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to order the landlord to take that. If there's a manner in which they can take it in their office, that's fine. If not, they're going to have to unlock his portal so he can pay the 800 and the other part.
Your Honor, I think they made a payment early this morning. I think this is the one that my client told me that they received some funds on.
No, but it's an additional amount that I've been wanting to pay. I actually had to call off work just to get a money order because my hours don't match up with the time to go get a money order because they keep blocking the portal.
Okay, but they took your payment this morning, or?
Correct. They did take it this morning, but yeah, they did take it this morning.
So just arrange with them to make a payment on the remaining portion that you've just indicated, and they'll take that. Okay.
The only thing is I try to call them and they don't answer the phone. Or they're not in the office. I always have to come back to speak to the property manager. She's either not in the office.
Okay, sir, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Make your best effort to get it paid. If not, then bring it to the court next week and we'll get that taken care of. All right, one way or another.
Okay,
all right?
Thank you.
They should take your money. Don't. We'll figure it out. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. All right, that's an in-person hearing, sir. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. All right, what do we do? Okay, this is the one that we have the email.
Yes.
All right. Covington Apartments versus Wakila Lee.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Not checked in. Do I have a service on this? Or is this the one that's just late?
That was listed as late. Don't know about.
I don't have this is. You show personal service. Got it. Because I have a stamp, no service. All right. Are they here?
They are not.
Wakila Lee, no one's here. If you raise your right hand to be sworn, I'll let you proceed. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, go ahead.
You have to run a $529 for cost of $173.36 for a total of $702.36.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Covington Apartments versus Sahaja Newell.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Sahaja, no, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. How much is owing?
Your Honor, inclusive of cost, $1,623.36.
All right. And ma'am, how are you gonna get that paid?
I just started a new job. I still work my old job, but for right now, no one's getting paid for it because someone's been stealing from our payroll. So I just started a new job last night, and I'll be paying it when I get paid from my new job.
Okay. But we don't know when that is, right?
Yeah, I don't know when my payday is, no.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do, ma'am. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. I'm
Okay.
going to suggest that you contact plaintiff's counsel's office, see once you figure out when you're going to get paid and an approximate amount of how much, and see if you can work out some payment plan to get this resolved. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Peninsula Place versus, is it Nika Baridzi?
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Baridzi? Not present. You may proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, I request the default judgment for possession only, rent to retain is $1,522.50. For cost of $177.72 for a total judgment of $1,701.22.
701.22. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Jeremy Jackson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Jeremy Jackson, you said not here. They're not here. Counsel, you may proceed.
I request the default judgment possession only, rent to retain is $1,506.02 for cost of $177.72 for a total judgment of $1,683.74.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Micah Jackson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Jackson?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. How much is owing on her account?
Good toss, Your Honor, $2,956.56.
Okay, Ms. Jackson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I still work at my group home job. I am now starting to apply for more jobs because I'm making enough on paper, quote unquote, but I'm not I don't have a car. I Uber to work every day. So Uber is taking up most of my check. So now I'm getting a new job. I've started to apply for housing assistance, but like I said, on paper, I do make enough. So it looks like I should be able to pay my rent, but it's only me. I don't have anyone helping me and I don't have a car. So most of my money is going to going to work because I work full time. So it's kind of hard for me, but I don't want it to be I'm just living here for free. I do want to talk to you, Holly, and try to get something so that it's communication there.
All right. Okay, Ms. Jackson, I don't think anybody thinks you're trying to work for free. You just live there for free. You're just trying to live and try to figure out how to make it work. That right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I have this docket, I guess, in a lot of ways, because that's what people have to do with life. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're good. And so you're going to go talk to Holly and see if you can work something out. Yes. Okay. I'm going to give you a week to try to do that. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. You make sure to get in there talk to her and see what you can work out. And hopefully you don't have to Uber over the way to the office.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
young lady.
guys.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. And so I'm not rude. Good morning, Holly. I see that you're there. Peninsula Place versus Promise Johnson.
Good morning.
I'm here.
All right. And how much is owing on her account?
Your costs are on $1,868.22.
All right. Ms. Johnson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I applied for the Michigan Ability Partners. I have a follow-up meeting with them today. So I'm waiting to see like what they can cover. And then I was just going to pay whatever the rest was.
Okay. So who was that you applied with?
The Michigan Ability Partners.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn you over to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. Okay. That's an in-person hearing. In your packet, you'll see a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that out with the information that you have from MAP in terms of the assistance they're going to do. You need to file that with we need to fill that out, file that with the court by Wednesday.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Peninsula Place versus Afra Pinjari.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm here.
All right, there she is. Okay, how much is owing on this account?
With costs, Your Honor, $1,712.87.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I lost my job back in May. I have another job that I'm working, but I work part-time there, so I'm trying to find another job and apply for assistance. But I should be able to pay June and July's by the end of the month.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay.
If you apply for assistance, you'll need to fill out the form, the rental assistance form in your packet, file that with the court by Wednesday. What I'm going to suggest that you do is you get down to the office, talk to Holly, see whether or not you can work out some type of an arrangement that'll get you to the end of the month when you can pay it. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Peninsula Place versus Amari. Yeah, I think Amari Taylor.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Taylor? Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hello. All right, how much is owing?
With costs, Your Honor, $2,800.13.
All right. Ms. Taylor, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I was gonna ask if I can get 2 weeks till I get my next check to have the balance paid in full by the 24th.
You think you can do that by the 24th?
Yeah.
Okay, I can only give you to the 17th. I don't know, counsel, you want to put it on the 17th? What do you want to do?
Your Honor, we can meet on the 17th and either adjourn it. I don't know. Do you want to just adjourn it?
No, that's okay. I'll just put it out to the 17th. In the interim, ma'am, you might want to call the attorney's office or talk to Holly, see what you can work out to get you to the 24th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Peninsula Place versus Dave Martin.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Not here. Dave Martin, not here. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Your Honor, requested a default judgment for possession only. Rents retained $1,563.60. Court cost of $177.72 for a judgment of $1,741.32.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writs issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Devontae Hughes.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Good morning. Oh, there he is. Good morning. All right. Good morning. All right. How much is owing on this?
The cost, Your Honor, $1,888.14.
All right. How are you intending on getting that paid?
I could pay the 800 today, actually. I tried to pay it yesterday, but I don't have a bank that's local out here. So I have to drive like 40 minutes to the bank to insert the money.
All right. So you can pay 800 today. And then what about the balance?
I could pay the rest by like next Friday.
By next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17, 2026 at 12 noon. If you do get it paid that Friday, get it paid as early as you possibly can if you're going to pay the balance off. Okay.
I got you. That's not a problem.
Okay. And if everything's paid off, I don't need to see you on that date. If, however, you don't get it all paid.
Represented by Mr. Moss, and we have Mr. View from the prosecutor's office. We are here today for our conference in advance of our jury trial, which is set to begin here in a couple of weeks. Mr. View, what is our status?
Your Honor, my understanding is that Mr. Green wants a trial. I think where we left it in terms of a plea was a plea is charged to the 3 counts of the indictment, and I told Mr. Moss I would just leave it to the court. I wasn't sure how the court would look at both the level of the offense and the defendant's criminal history. I think what court represented to us in chambers was likely not a definite decision, but likely a prison sentence with a look at judicial release in 6 months as the outcome. And my understanding, Mr. Green is not interested in doing that. We have a trial date already set for the end of the month.
Stay ready
to proceed.
Stay ready for trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Moss?
Your Honor, that's largely correct. He was interested in working something out, but I communicated to Mr. Green the court's thoughts, and then he told me that he would, absent anything better, he's going to take it to trial.
All right, defense ready for trial?
We're on the 29th, correct?
30th. I think it's the 30th and 31st.
Okay, that's where I got it here. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So Mr. Green, the reason that I put these conferences on the record is because I want to make sure that you are up to speed on exactly what happens the last time we get together on the case. So Mr. View is not willing to amend this felony 4 to anything other than what it is. If you enter a plea of guilty as charged, I told your attorney that I am inclined to give you a prison sentence of 18 months and favorably consider you for judicial release into a program after you've been in prison for 6 months. I just want to make sure that you understand that that offer's been made, so I don't get that letter. Assuming that you're convicted and and you receive a prison sentence, I don't want to get a letter from you that says I didn't know about that deal or I wish I could take that deal. I hate getting those letters. I just want to make sure that doesn't happen. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
All right. The way the trial is going to work is, I don't know if, can you look at, are we first up for the 30th? So what's going to happen is our jurors will check in. They'll all be checked in by about 8:15. I would like to get started as close to 8:30 as we can. Mr. Moss, I assume we are going to get Mr. Green some civilian clothing between now and the time of trial.
So I can have somebody bring them up.
Okay, that has to be dropped off to the jail 24 hours in advance of the trial so that they can dress you out over at the jail. Just make sure that you get those clothes to the jail. I would order that you are going to be shackled at your feet for the trial, given your criminal history. That means that your hands are going to be free, and you see we have this modesty panel that goes around your counsel table. Jury won't even see, in all likelihood, that you have those shackles on, although we will do a voir dire as to that issue. The jurors are going to be behind you and in the box. So we're going to put 12 jurors in the jury box. I do a traditional strike and replace. So each of the parties is going to get up to a half hour for their initial voir dire. After we do that and everybody passes for cause, if somebody wants,
you'll need to come in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Peninsula Place versus Yamaya Pilot or Pilot.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. I'll need a camera, ma'am. Good morning.
I'm actually not on a phone that works with the camera right now.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's all right. What's the plaintiff's claim in this case?
There's a non-payment case currently due and owing $3,694.17. That includes the court costs.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I actually already paid it this morning.
You did?
Yes.
Do we know that yet, or?
Holly, ma'am, did you drop off a money order? How did you pay it?
I did it through the rental portal.
Okay. Holly, can you check?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I was going to say, or maybe just adjourn it a week, and when that payment clears.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon, like every other case. And ma'am, if it's all paid in full, they'll dismiss the case. If for whatever reason something happened, it's not paid in full, you'll need to come down to the courthouse for that hearing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peninsula Place versus Jomar Pai.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
So, oh, there he is. Okay, how much is owing on this?
With cost, Your Honor, $1,848.77.
All right. Sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I was gonna pay $500 by Monday, and then we could just take it from there.
All right, pay $500 by the 13th. I'll set another hearing for July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to come down to the courthouse, sir. All right, if everything's not paid in full. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Peninsula Place versus Jace Johnson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Jace Johnson, not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
I request a default judgment for possession only, rent to retain $871.31, court cost of $177.72, for a total of $1,049.03.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you.
Peninsula Place versus Danielle Sexton.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Danielle Sexton, they are not checked in. You may proceed.
Your Honor, request a default judgment for possession only, rent to retain $1,214.16, court cost of $177.72, for judgment of $1,391.88.
88 cents. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Your Honor.
And I think that's it for you, Miss Austin. Miss Austin, I just want to say to you, I mean, it's not you, I realize, but the individuals, JSG, which do your proofs of service, they turned in the Peninsula Place services late to the court.
Okay.
Which causes us a huge problem. So I'm gonna, and then I have to cause everybody else problems when it causes my clerks problems, and I don't want to do that. So I would just, if you could get in touch with them, let them know that they need to get those in by the timeline. Otherwise, I'm not going to hear the case, and then you guys aren't going to be real happy.
Okay, I appreciate that. I will address it.
All right, thank you.
You have a great.
Whoops. Yep. Take care. All right. What did these go? Kevin Souders versus Matthew Ashline.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Matthew Ashline.
Hello, I'm Kevin Souders.
All right. Mr. Souders, how much are you claiming is owed?
$8,414.90. That's rent due through today with court service fees.
Give me that number again.
$8,414.90.
All right. Mr. Ashline, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I lost my business back in January, officially, and I have started a new venture via marketing. I plan on getting him paid. I honestly, at this point, I don't want to hurt Mr. Souders. He's been a very, very good tenant to me. So, just through our communications, I've agreed to part ways. I can.
Okay, so you're going to move out?
Yes, that's kind of what we've agreed upon.
When are you intending on doing that?
By the 1st of the month. And I'm also going to make sure, again, I get paid. My check should clear by Monday. I can get him paid by Wednesday, not in the full amount, but $2,500, and I can do that in increments moving forward bi-weekly.
All right, you're entitled to an adjournment. I'd suggest the two of you talk, figure out what you're going to do. But if everything's not resolved, well, even if it is resolved, it's got to be put on the record. So I'm going to adjourn this to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon, and then we'll move forward from there. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thomas Tiplady versus Louis Cologne and Lon Smith. Of course.
We're here.
We're okay. Okay, I have Thomas and Cologne and all right. I've got everybody. That's the deal. All right. This is a termination. What's the basis of the termination?
My name's Tom Tepe. I'm the owner of the house, and it's we rented it to Louis for 37 years, and throughout the 37 years, there's been all kinds of. It's fine. He's a great guy. He wasn't able to pay many times, and many times we were able to absorb that. And he paid off every last penny. Everything was great. And he's gone through a lifetime, 37 years, along with us. And now we're old, we're in our 80s, and I've asked him to leave many times and for quite a while now. And
so there is no lease.
We signed a lease. It's 30 days from month to month, but I do have a lease for 1987 or 89.
Okay. 1987. I was like 3. No, I'm kidding. All right. So
he's been, and we've worked together through all the problems, but he ran out of money, and he's got a place in Florida, I got it. He can, he's not going to be homeless, but I need to get the house back. We're too old. We're sick, both of us.
Okay. So, sir, hold on, sir. So, Mr. Cologne, what is your position on this?
Well, again, 37 years, really care a lot about my landlord, Tom, because he's been a friend. Last couple of years, a lot of things have changed relative to his age, which he was talking about. I'm not thrilled about having to be forced out, but assuming that that's the end result, because of 37 years and because of the fact that I've had no serious economic improvement up until the last 30 days, which involved a 2.5-year probate. So I've been living month to month relative to fixed income. I also lost a good chunk of the rental income when he evicted one of my tenants almost a year ago. So that's had an impact of over $6,000. Now that money is in place, essentially what I need is, to be blunt, a buttload of time to move out of a house that I've raised 2 families, etc. I mean,
I'll take that as a legal term. Here's what it is. You guys see if you can work that out. If you can't, then we'll all have to work it out together. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to come down to the courthouse, and then we'll deal with it at that point if you guys can't work it out. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, can I get that on paper, the dates and the time?
Sure. You're at our access point.
I'm sorry?
You're at the access point. You're right outside our clerk's office.
Yes.
So we will send that to you, or if you wait some time, we'll get a file down to you so that they can put your date in and give it to you.
Much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mimi Tran versus Jeffrey. What is this? Hold on.
All right, so that's done.
I think it's Jeffrey Shoe. But
Is it Jeffrey Shoe?
he's here. Plaintiff is not.
Mr. Shoe? Where is he? Oh, there he is. What's your name, sir?
My name is Jeffrey Shoe.
All right. So we do have to correct your name. I don't know why they did this. Got it. This is a termination. Plaintiff is not here. Are you moving to dismiss?
I am moving to dismiss with prejudice.
Okay, everybody gets these legal terms. It's not going to happen with prejudice. I will dismiss the case that is without prejudice. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You do the same. Anthony Stewart versus Sheena Polharsik.
You encourage.
Pardon?
No one's here being plaintiff's.
Plaintiff's counsel's not here. Nobody's here. All right. Neither party appeared. Case dismissed. Thank you. That finishes that block. All right. At some point, no. I'll be back very shortly and we'll go with our 10 o'clock block. Court stands in recess.
I think he's outside too, right? Okay. Mr. Hale, I guess he can perform better that way. What you got? Is he gonna call in? He outside. Is he gonna call in? What are we doing? What are you doing on this? It's a plea on, Trayvon Clark. You already signed it up, everybody's good? He's all signed. That's what, 6 cases or 5? 5 cases? Yeah, he's doing. Okay, no. I'll show you. No, I just show you what the gaggle. That's a gaggle of cases. We call that gaggle. Oh, that's, hey, it's all good. No, it's the aggravated robbery, judge, and the evading that we plan on, and they dismissing the prohibited weapon, the UUMV, and the attempt to commit theft. The UUMV? Mm-hmm.
Did you do it all?
We did it on that.
I know, right? Me.
Okay. So 3 cases are going to be dismissed.
Yes, sir. And pleading
you did pretty good there, but still you got 2 cases there you're stuck with. He's going to plead to which numbers?
The cause numbers are 24 GCCR 1018 and 1019.
And the other 3 shall be dismissed, which are 1079, 1712, and 1716.
That's correct, Judge.
5 cases are now called all style in the state of Texas versus, is it Trayvon Joshua Clark in each of these cases. And you are going to be pleading guilty in 24 CR 1018 and 1019, which are a first-degree felony of aggravated robbery and a third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle. Is that your understanding of the plan, sir?
Yes, sir.
Does the defendant, who is here with Mr. Adams, Licensed Adams, waive formal readings of these indictments and arraignments here? Can we proceed in summary? Yes. That'd be a yes.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I apologize.
So I thought I knew you were thinking that. I just. All right. In summary, 24 CR 1018 states that on or about May 2nd, 2024 in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery. So I understand what you are charged with in this particular case.
Yes, sir.
Look back at him. Stand by. This is a first-degree felony, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It's checked off as a second degree. That can't be. It's see, second degree. I'm going to fix that. That's okay with everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice try, though, from the defense. It's always working for his client. This is a first-degree felony because it alleges that you intentionally and knowingly threatened or placed the victim in fear of imminent bodily injury or death. Yeah. And in the course of committing theft, and you used a deadly weapon, namely a firearm. You face, as a first-degree felony, a term of life imprisonment or any term of not more than 99 years or less than 5 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand the punishment range applicable here?
Yes, sir.
An agreement's been reached in your case. You would be pleading guilty. Sentenced to 8. This is 8. 8 years in prison to run concurrently with another case. I guess this third-degree felony of evading arrest. And then it says, and Fed robbery. Is that right? You have a case in the federal government, the U.S. Attorney's Office, where you're charged with robbery?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was 18 USC 2119 for carjacking.
Okay. Have you been sentenced to that one?
He has.
What did you get sentenced for?
It's the same case.
No. What was the sentence? What was the amount of time you?
96 months. That is
96 months. Okay.
So the idea is that they run the same amount of time to run concurrent.
Okay.
It was.
So that was that 8 years?
Yes, sir.
8 years. Oh, okay. You're going to get 8 years here, but there's a big difference between the federal parole and the state parole. Here, you're going to have to serve half your time, at least 50%, because a firearm was used in the connection of the crime.
Yes, sir.
In the federal government, you're going to spend a longer time because their parole rules are different. And you have to spend almost 90% of your time before you are released, and you have to have good behavior, certainly. But this agreement, again, is you would be sentenced to 8 years in prison to run concurrently with other cases, state and federal cases. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case, do I understand? Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
That is on your own free will because you are guilty.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to put that one aside for just a moment and go to 24 CR 1019. And again, the defendant waives a formal reading of this indictment, a third-degree felony, and agrees to proceed in summary. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. In summary, this indictment also similarly states as the previous indictment that on or about May 2nd, 2024, which wasn't a good day for you, I guess. In Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle. I guess when you were fleeing from the aggravated robbery as they were chasing you. If convicted, you face a term of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed and not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand? The agreement's been reached here. In your case, you've been pleading guilty, sentenced to 8 years in prison to run concurrently with the prior case we went over a few minutes ago and with other federal case or cases. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this case, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is from your own free will. And because you are guilty.
Yes.
I show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 in each of these cases. Did you sign those documents?
Yes.
Understand them, discuss them with your attorney? Are the contents all true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence in each case without objection, admitted. Among other things, the state, sir, that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty pleas, though freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictments have been read to you. You've read them. You are guilty of these crimes and any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses, totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true at stake, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence reports are waived.
Yes, sir.
If nothing further to add, I'm going to find Mr. Clark on each of these cases. You have pleaded guilty voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty pleas from State's Exhibit 1 admitted in each of these cases to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the first-degree felony of aggravated robbery in 24 CR 1018. And in the third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle in 24 CR 1019. I am following these agreements. You will hear my sentence to confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice to serve a term of 8 years. And in each of these cases, and these sentences shall run concurrently. In 24 CR 1018, the aggravated robbery, the judgment shall reflect an affirmative finding that a deadly weapon, namely a firearm, was used in the commission of this offense. I think that covers it all. You understand what has happened today, sir?
Yes, sir.
I do better.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is all.
Thank you. Good luck.
I have 3 dismissals in Mr. Clark's cases. Cause numbers 23 CR 1079, 1712, and 1716. Those are being dismissed as part of the agreement for him pleading in the earlier 2 cases this morning. Without objection here, I am signing these dismissals on this date. of those three cases? One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. The dismissal.
Yeah, but I'm not giving them up. It's taking those souvenirs.
Here we go. Cortland Hartwick.
We read that's a guilty RP.
Okay, we're gonna have a hearing on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see what we can get done without the hearing, and then we're gonna go to these hearings. Okay, thank you, Nice.
No problem.
And the state's ready on that? Okay. Henry Jackson III.
Same thing.
That's a hearing too?
No, sir. We've been waiting on some labs on the new possession of a controlled substance. I've been trying to log on to the website, the portal for the lab to see if those labs are in yet. And there was a new offense that came in.
A new offense?
Yeah, this was.
Did you know about that?
Yeah, it still hasn't been filed with our office yet, but it's coming.
Okay, so he's not ready.
No, he's not. I agree with Mr. Mayor.
Okay, we're going.
Can you get me time? Where?
It should be close. I just can't get on the lab right now. I don't know, there's something wrong with the portal. They won't let me look at it to see, because there was an offer to waive the new offense and not.
That might be, when that come, that might help us out.
Okay. Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks. It shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna if I can get.
Scott, 12 allegations of wrongdoing here, right? I don't think I've seen this many in a long time.
I think when that new case comes, we're gonna try to work some best.
All right.
Yeah,
Houdini. We'll see you later. That's again, it's Henry Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll get back to Cortland here in a little bit. Corey Burt.
He's here, sorry.
Have you seen your attorney? Late again here. Have we gotten a call from Mr. Kindler where he might be? Do you know where he is? Well, I'm sorry, we can't go without him. And he's supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. And I'll tell you, when I was in federal court, I'd be in jail. Lawyers late with no excuse. Come on, you got to tip us off. Come on, that's not right. Bryson Granger, that's you. You're also a Mr. Kindler case, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley Arredondo.
Judge, that's going to be a plea. Miss Minaldi is signing her up now.
TBP. Can you spell that? Sure. TBP, please. Okay, Michael Fields Reset. Right?
I didn't get the doctor report yet.
Need doctor report. Do I have?
I reached out. No, I pulled that
I
out.
haven't taken my map.
You're like that. Go get it on my computer. Lene Nixon. Just.
Mute for a second for me, please, sir.
All right, 25 CR 1030, Lene Nixon, that is reset. The defendant apparently is ill and is unable to be here until the doctors allow it. Then Tammy Thomas. He's still in jail. What are we doing on Tammy? That's going to be a plea?
I'm not sure.
Is Tammy, I'm going through some of yours and everybody knows what you're going to be doing here. So I wasn't going to bother you. What are you going to do on Tammy? Tamia. That's a DWI.
Ganesh and I have talked about that offer, but I have not made contact with Tamia.
Where is she?
I'm not sure.
Tamia? Thomas, no answer. What do you need? Here in the courtroom. I asked the bailiff to call into the hall for Tamia Thomas, please. And then, Brent, I have you next as Kiana.
Yes.
Is that going to be a hearing?
She wants to explain some of the.
Oh, is that a hearing or not? Okay.
No response, Charles.
No response to the names. Tamia Thomas called in the courtroom. No response to that name. Call into the hall. Defendant has failed to appear for this state felony, and apparently this was reset in May 28th, and the defendant signed agreeing to be here today. She has failed to appear. Her warrant will be issued for her arrest. What is her bond? Her bond is $25,000 plus a GPS device, so we know where she is. Stand by. Let's see. Who's on? Ms. Moore, on this, what was the blood result?
That's correct, Judge.
Did you add GPS and home companion? Just GPS.
Yeah, I don't want her driving around too, but I was looking at the probable cause before I did anything. I was looking at this story, which she crashes her car into a gas station. God bless. Thank God that didn't go off into a big fireball. Does not have a driver's license, and had her 6-month-old child in the back seat at the wreck. This is terrible. This is just terrible. 6 months old. Double the legal limit, crashing the car into a gas station. And then she doesn't appear to court. Okay. It's $25,000, home confinement, GPS device. What do we use for alcohol?
She should have an ignition interlock already on her vehicle. She would have been standard on the times. I'll reiterate it.
Okay, those are the orders. At this time, I have this strange feeling I'm going to have to add some more when she's before the court and if she can post a bond. I'm sorry, Brent, again, what are you doing?
A hearing essentially.
You have a hearing. Okay, that's fine. Any other dispositions?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Lee Arredondo.
Come on up.
Forms. Another?
Ashley.
You should have it on the back.
There it is.
I'm sorry.
We now call 25 CR 875, the state of Texas versus Ashley Nicole Arredondo.
Our first person, but
Well, Rayo's Spanish coffee, that's pretty good stuff. Keeps me awake during the arguments by legal counsel. Just kidding. Those don't bore me. Yeah. Sometimes I even laugh out loud for some of them, but they're amusing nonetheless. I don't know what you're doing in here, ma'am. I'm Miss Arredondo. I'm a mid-county boy, and we mid-county people shouldn't be here in these courts. All right, fix it.
Yes, sir.
25 CR 875 is called the state of Texas versus Ashley Nicole Arredondo, present with Ms. McNally, attorney and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and the arraignment here? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about April 15th, 2025, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the second-degree felony of burglary of a habitation. Do you understand what you're charged with here?
Yes, sir.
So I don't have anything yet. It's somewhere.
It's floating around, waiting to go to your.
It's in the universe.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten to the solar system yet.
I have error message. Maybe it's just not at all.
Yes, I have your bad.
I would like that.
You know, this stuff tastes terrible.
I would imagine so. I can't speak from your new too.
It's hand sanitizer.
Judge, I'm done. That's not alcohol, that's.
What? It has a minty fresh taste.
I'm gonna get the probation department in here for you.
Good luck with them trying to stagger their way in here. In the first try. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, we laugh about it, but alcohol use. I don't drink alcohol. I'm not. I don't do that. So I'm not.
And that
I'm not a proponent of that. Certainly, it has its place, but you don't want to misuse it.
It looks like that.
Then it makes you act silly and uncoordinated, and you don't want to drive a 4,000-pound missile around town when you're not, when you don't have all your faculties. Too many of those cases end up in this court, and there's a lot of weeping and crying and people asking for their loved ones to be brought back to life, which I can't do. It's part of the horrors and sadness of what happens sometimes in the court. Thank you very much. Again, in summary, you were charged with the second-degree felony of burglary of a habitation, and that means if convicted, you face a term of not more than 20 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what you were facing as punishment here, Ms. Aradaka?
Yeah.
Fortunately, you have a good lady representing you, and she has made a deal with the district attorney's office that you would be pleading guilty, but not found guilty. You would be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation for a length of time. It can be up to 10 years in length. And there would be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. I think I'm reading what this other X is on substance.
Is that for the assessment? Substance abuse assessment?
It's not abuse.
You making fun of my handwriting, Judge?
You will give it I don't see a B. Is that's a B?
Would you like for me to try to rewrite it, or do you want to rewrite it?
Put that error message before it shuts you down
What error message?
on your screen. Roll it to like 3 hours or something instead of 15 minutes.
Stand by. I can only go snooze 2 hours.
Okay.
But I must say, I don't think I've ever seen that box before.
We're working on some.
What is it?
I think they just.
I've got an alarm clock up here. Oh, I mean, next you'll have a night light for me or something. Okay, is that your understanding of the plan, man? If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand? How do you plead to this? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will and because you are guilty? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document?
I did.
Understand it, discuss it with your attorney, or the contents all true and correct?
They are.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered
No
into evidence without objection if it's admitted. Among other things, this states that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictments have been read to you. You've read them. Read it. You're guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses.
Yes.
You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this, it states it's true. So help you God.
Yes.
States Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived here.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to follow this agreement, but we got to clarify, what are we going to do on length of time?
I agree to the 5 years.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
All right. If nothing further, I'm going to find that you are pleading guilty and you are entering your guilty plea freely and voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. Even though there's enough evidence here to support your guilty plea, to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, we're going to give you another chance and place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 5 years. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. First of all, though, we're going to, as a beginning, evaluate you with a substance abuse evaluation from the probation office to figure out where the weaknesses are that we have to strengthen so that you can complete this probation successfully. If you fail, your probation can be revoked. You can then be found guilty and sentenced up to 20 years in prison. So there's a lot of riding on doing good things. Now, I'm going to sign the probation office, the probation order here in a minute. You're going to go over them with the probation office. There are some 35 conditions of probation, but strangely enough, and I always tell people, don't be horrified. 30 of those I have to follow.
Yeah.
Which begins with don't commit a crime.
Yeah.
Don't deal with disreputable people. Yeah. Curfew, don't be out late at night with nothing to do, getting in trouble. Well, it's the kind of thing that's a blueprint for good behavior and also for staying out of trouble and successfully completing your probation, which is what we want. Have you ever been convicted before? If you're convicted of a felony, you know how long that lasts? The rest of your life. And wait, yeah, if you ever did that, all types of doors of opportunity are closed off. You don't want to fix this. Yeah. Do better. See the probation officer. Thank you.
Yes. Any
I don't see a fine.
No fine. No fine.
There was no fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. If she's arrested, she can go back in jail.
She was next door.
No fine.
Yes, she was one.
She was next door and this will be important.
Doing what?
I guess she had to know.
Where is she? What were you doing in another court? This is felony court. What were you over there for? Well, you have a responsibility to be here at 9 o'clock. We revoked your bond. You're under arrest. You got to figure that out. If you're going to be in two places at once, you got to tell somebody. But the court order was to be here at 9 o'clock. You weren't here. I don't care what they said. You had a court order. They don't have a court order with me. The order of this court was on you, ma'am. You're the one that's supposed to be responsible, but you're here with a felony, which is irresponsible behavior to begin with. But you've got to fix this mess up. That's your mess. When you got different courts, that means you're making messes. You have the responsibility to fix. I'm not going to go find you. I ordered you to be here at 9 o'clock and everybody else was here. Everyone else except you. You got my attention. You weren't here at 9 like you were supposed to be. It's a court order. It's like being held in contempt. You violated an order. I revoked your bond. You have a warrant. You are in arrest. Sit in jail. That's what's going to happen. Come on up.
And Judge, I do have a request of reinstating her bond since she was here down the hall.
I'm going to deal with her at the end.
Okay, Judge.
Who said that to you? Yes, you're in the penalty box right here. Okay. We're going to deal with you here in a little bit. Thank you.
Done.
I love it. I'm in misdemeanor court. In misdemeanor, you can go up to jail. You can be ordered to go to jail for 1 year. Here in this court, you can get the death penalty or life imprisonment. Which one do you think is more important? And in your case, what's she charged with?
State jail.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 years, up to 2 years in the state jail. But we'll relax, sit there quietly. We're going to get to you in a little bit, okay? And we'll try to fix all of this. I think we covered it, theft prevention, no problem. Okay.
Thank you.
Do something else. All right, who's next?
I believe that's all I have besides Ms. Thomas.
Check, because I thought Kanisha said 500. Was there a fine or no, guys? Hearing both things.
Was there a fine one here on there? I didn't put one.
Oh, UWI?
No.
I had 500. I didn't catch it on there.
Nobody's.
I had 500.
It wasn't on the papers, and I didn't say anything.
That's correct. I didn't catch it on there.
Should there be one or not?
Right.
No, Judge, it's fine. I didn't catch it.
Usually no.
Run like the wind.
Yeah. The cloud police. Plug in your.
Okay, let me go. Come on up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna plug it in. Zach can put mine to fix it.
That is my pad. I lost my pad.
For us, and then that way I need to.
He took my pad. I'm padless.
Just Thomas.
You know what it's like to walk around padless? It's embarrassing. The prosecutors know what it's like. They did that all the time. Okay.
This is Tamia Thomas, Judge.
You ready?
My request would be to reinstate her bond, being as she was here.
Do you have did I give you the file file?
It's right there on the list.
Put that over there. They're saying they did. That means you, Kevin, was the main suspect. 25 CR 274 is now called. Tamia Thomas, that's you? So present with Ms. McNally, your attorney and the state's attorney. What are we doing today?
Judge, I have an updated offer from Ms. Moore, but I
How's that?
haven't been able to relay that to my client.
Talk to her.
Okay,
Okay.
if you'll give me a few minutes.
Yeah, she's cleared. Now I'm pulling all of that.
Okay.
Previously, I'm
The
just
bonds
on
are
the
reinstated?
bond revocation and the order for her arrest. See what y'all can do about resolving this. Thanks.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Come on up.
All right. That's all Mr. Hard with. I'm ready.
That's three readies.
Hey, ready.
You must be ready.
I am ready. I am ready. I have that one with Mr. Ham. And I know I recognize the PO is here too.
The what?
The PO.
Who's here?
The PO.
How do you spell that?
There you go, right there. He is live and in color.
What are we doing?
It shouldn't be long. It's a hearing, but
Oh, we're gonna have a hearing on it?
yeah, but it's not.
Oh, okay. I thought there was an agreement. No.
No.
Come on out.
We have witnesses stage.
Great. Okay.
We may want to do it at the table.
Not to tell you.
Hold on. Does everybody else have hearings?
Right now. That's mine.
Are you ready?
I don't know if it will be a
Okay.
resolution today,
Okay.
Judge. I
Well,
just need
we're
to talk.
gonna go into this
Okay.
for a while. All right. We call Cortland Hardwick. That's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were here with Mr. Adams, your attorney?
Yes.
And the state's attorney. There is a motion to revoke probation that has been filed as of March 24th of this year. And it alleges that you have failed on your probation in 6 different ways: by committing burglary of a habitation, by indecent exposure, failing to report to the probation office, failing to provide verification of community service hours, failing to provide verification of entering and successfully completing the batterers intervention and prevention program. We call that BIP, and failing to pay court assessed fees as directed. All of these were conditions of probation that the court had ordered you to follow based upon your conviction here, upon your plea of guilty to the 3rd-degree felony of injury to an elderly person. The 3rd-degree felony that you were indicted for. Do you understand where we're standing here? We're going to have a hearing on these violations that are alleged. All right, y'all have a seat, and let's put on the evidence that needs to be presented. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Brent, for moving. Appreciate you. All right. Once again, in 22-40987, the state of Texas versus Cortland Julian Hardwick. You're Mr. Hardwick.
Yes.
$473.06.
All right. Swearman, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have asked for a hardship withdrawal from my retirement. I'm just waiting on them to approve it. The paperwork, they said they didn't get the paperwork at first, FOIA, but I've resent it since then, and that was the 7th. So they said 3 to 7 business days. So I'm hoping to hear something either today or Monday, and then I'll get that taken care of. But I am vacating because I'm moving, because I don't feel safe, because I have a PPO on a stalker. So
okay.
either way.
That was a lot.
It is a
Okay,
lot.
here's what I'm gonna do. I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn this out 1 week.
Okay.
And hopefully what we can do is we can figure all of that out. In terms of the move out, you can talk to plaintiff's counsel privately about what your intentions are regarding that. So I give them a call regarding that, okay?
I sure will.
July 17, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
River Drive versus Cameron Griggs.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Griggs. All right, I need you to turn. I'm doing great. I need you to turn on the camera. Thank you, sir. And what is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $4,248.63.
All right, Mr. Griggs, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I was recently hurt at work. I just had surgery and I just got my workers' comp situated. If I can have like 14 days, if that's possible, to get the rest of the money up to pay it, then I can pay it in like
All right,
14 days.
I can adjourn it out 1 week to the 17th. At what time? At 2 p.m.
Thank you.
And then how much could you pay between now and that date?
I could pay like $1,000 between now and then.
Okay. So I'll indicate you need to pay $1,000 by the 16th. I'll adjourn it to the 17th at 2 p.m. Yes.
I just want to make a note. None of Mr. Griggs's payments since he's moved in have cleared. Could we request that be paid to the court as escrow?
All right. Mr. Griggs?
Yes, sir.
You need to pay the $1,000 to court escrow. That means you got to have cash and pay it at the court. Okay.
Okay. So no money orders or anything like that, just straight cash?
No, it's got to be cash.
Okay. Yes, sir.
In the court escrow. We'll see you on the 17th.
And I'm sorry. Would that be at which location?
That's at the Hogback location by the sheriff's department.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Haven versus, is it Ciandre Harris Salam?
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Harris Salam, they are not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $2,519.40. Court costs are $175 for a total of $2,694.40. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. The Haven versus Raymond Stewart III and Morgan Sharon.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Raymond Stewart. Jaron just had surgery, so he's bedridden.
Oh, you're right there. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
I have a balance including court costs of $5,247.60.
All right. And Ms. Stewart, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I literally just started a new job today, so I was gonna make a payment next Friday. Well, before next Friday. And then if Jaron isn't
how much
able
are you
to,
going to pay by then?
500.
So you need to pay 500 by then.
Okay.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m. I'm going to suggest if you're going to try to make arrangements that you call plaintiff's counsel's office and see whether or not they're going to make arrangements as to how to get this paid.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Arbor Meadows versus Don Ho.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns, P87855. I'm at plaintiff.
Don Ho. See somebody lighting up, but that's not for him. Gung ho. No response. Counsel, if you'd like to proceed, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is $1,913.31. We have cost in the amount of $178 even for a total of $2,091.31. We asked for the statutory 10-day RIP period, putting it at July 20th. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendant is above the age of 18, is competent, is not a member of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment of the plaintiff that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Meadows versus Terry Ewell.
Here, Judge Simpson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Good morning, Judge Simpson. I'm Terry.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. What is plaintiff's claim?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a non-payment of rent case. We're showing rent due in the amount of $2,183.75. Cost in the amount of $178 even for a total of $2,361.75.
All right. Ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I am looking for a job. I lost my job 3 months ago now. I've applied for so many jobs. Interview this afternoon, potentially one over the weekend. I have 3 on Monday. I could borrow $500 to pay toward my balance, but I don't have the amount because I don't have the money.
All right. You think you can borrow 500?
I could probably figure that out. I've figured everything out so far.
Okay. Now I'll indicate you're going to try to pay 500 by the 16th. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 2 p.m. 3 p.m.
3 p.m. at Hogback?
Yes, that is an in-person hearing. I'd suggest maybe you can contact the attorneys for Arbor Meadows, see if you can work out a payment plan. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank you,
weekend.
sir. You as well. Thank you.
Theo Properties versus Morgan Tilley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Morgan Tilley and Jared Sexton. What did you say? Tilley and Sexton. They're not here. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $1,888 even. We have court costs in the amount of $220 even for a total due and owing of $2,108 even. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Parkett Sagebrush versus Derek Waters and Nina, is it Martinez?
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Waters, Martinez, they're not present. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only. Rent to retain is in the amount of $2,541.39. Cost in the amount of $236 even for a total of $2,777.39. We'd ask for a statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Parkett Sagebrush Circle versus Damon Woodard.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Damon Woodard, Deborah Craig, Candace Craig. Woodard and Craig. Mr. Woodard's here.
He's not here anymore. No one's present.
No one's present at this point. All right. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only, rent to retain is in the amount of $4,111.06. We have court costs in the amount of $289 even, for a total due and owing of $4,400.06. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment is to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue 10 days. Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Michelle Cates.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Byrne, plaintiff.
Michelle Cates.
Oh, I'm Anthony Hedger. I'm for Michelle Cates. I'm the actual tenant.
Okay. All right. Hedger.
Yep.
All right. All right. What is owing on this, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're showing rent due in the amount of $1,459 even, cost in the amount of $183 for a total of $1,642 even.
All right, sir. How are you intending on getting that paid?
I can have it paid by next Friday.
Okay. I'll adjourn this out to next Friday, the 17th, 2026.
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. Can you get it paid early in the day?
Yep.
Okay, get it paid as early as you can. If you have everything paid, the case will be dismissed. If you don't, you need to show up at the courthouse on that date and at that time. Got it?
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Carmen Teresa.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Teresa and Javier Ruda. Teresa Ruda, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request a default judgment, possession only, rent to retain is in the amount of $722.75, cost in the amount of $236 even, for a total of $958.75. We ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendants are above the age of 18, are competent, are not members of the military, and the premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to 10 days. Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Shaquille Wells.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns for plaintiff.
Shaquille Wells. They are not present. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We request default judgment, possession only, rent to retain is $571.87. We have cost in the amount of $183 even, for a total of $754.87. We'd ask for the statutory 10-day writ period. No money judgment to enter. To the best of my knowledge, defendant is above the age of 18, is competent, is not a member of the military. The premises were kept in a habitable condition for the duration of the tenancy, complying with all local and state health and safety laws.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You do the same. Arbor Woods versus Bobby Freeman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Hallett's Law, P78301 on behalf of the plaintiff.
I'm here. My camera just don't work.
All right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Well, with cost, Your Honor, $3,310.22.
All right. Ms. Freeman, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I got an agency helping me, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on because I do have Section 8, so they're not understanding where the payments is going.
Your Honor, I can verify in communicating with my client on this one. It appears that the Housing Authority is sending the payments for Ms. Freeman to the wrong address. And so they're trying to communicate with the Housing Authority to have them sent properly over here so they can properly be applied to Ms. Freeman's ledger. I don't know that there's any missing payments, but I do know that there is an issue with the payments being directed to the right location.
Got it. And so is this total amount, as you can tell, is that their portion or?
Your Honor, I do see consistent payments in a particular amount on the account. I'll have to verify with my client, the most recent letter that they got from agency, identifying the split, how much that Ms. Freeman is responsible for and how much the agency is paying on her behalf. I don't think she's at a zero pay, but I'll need to verify with my client the last document that they received.
Yeah, my portion is supposed to be 422.
Okay. So here's what I'll do, Ms. Freeman. I'll adjourn this out 1 week to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. We may not have everything resolved, but I think I understand what's happening now. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too, bye.
Arbor Woods versus Sanjita Thomas. Sanjita Thomas, maybe? Thomas?
Your Honor, I don't think that the named defendant is here, but I think her mom, Katanjanika, who's in, maybe they're both here.
I'm here.
Actually, looks like they're both
there they
here.
are. They're both there. Okay. All right. And how much is owing?
With cost $4,892.39.
All right. Ladies, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Okay, we had a loss.
Oh, you muted yourself. I'm not hearing anything.
Can you hear me now? I'm sorry about that.
I can.
We had a loss in wages, but we got everything covered. So next week, I know we can pay something, but Your Honor, we're going to be gone. We have to bury my granddad next Friday. So, and we're trying to see if I can pay something next Thursday, about $2,000. I'm gonna get it paid off, and yes, sir. I can have that paid before I leave Friday.
All right. And you're leaving out Friday?
Yes, we all are. Yes, sir.
Okay. You're heading south?
Yes, sir. Alabama.
Alabama?
Yes, sir.
What part?
Utah is a small county. Utah Union, close to Tuscaloosa.
I know. I got
sorry.
No, it's okay. I know where it is. Most people don't. But all right. So what I'm going to do is, understanding the circumstances, I'm going to adjourn this to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Okay.
If the 2,000 is paid by the 16th, then I'll adjourn it out another week.
Okay.
To the 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if it's not paid, then and you're not here, I'm going to let them take a default.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Because I couldn't talk while we was down there, could I?
Pardon?
Oh, I can't.
Or what you can do, ma'am, is you can submit a Zoom form, and then you can actually hold the hearing from wherever you may be traveling or whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pay the 2,000. So, but because I don't want to end. I don't want my mom get upset with me. Okay.
No, I got you.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And my condolences to your family.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
You do the same. Arbor Woods versus Damon Stafford.
Here, Your Honor.
And Ranaseri Polk.
Yeah, that's my fiance.
I got it. Okay. And how much is owing on his account?
With cost $2,172.59.
All right, sir. How are you intending on getting that paid?
Well, there was an issue with the water bill that we had because I got hit with that tornado a couple months ago. The neighbor's unit blew literally over on my my fiance's vehicle. So I don't know. There was an issue with the water bill. My water bill was being charged over $350 a month for a couple of months. And so this last bill, I've been working with Kenya over the last week or two, trying to get it figured out with her in corporate. It's charged like my normal water bill and sewage is only like $80, but right currently now is showing like $350 for water and sewage usage. So I've been trying to get that figured out. Plus, my mother-in-law passed 3 weeks ago, and then my daughter had a fall that I had to pay for out of pocket some dental coverage because they caused it cosmetic. That was a $3,000 bill, and we're still trying to figure out how to bury my mother-in-law. But I should be able to pay about $1,000 by like the 23rd, and then probably within a week or two after that, have everything squared away. But I'm just trying to figure out the water bill, and I'm having issues.
All
just
right,
trying to
we'll
get
have them look into it. I'll adjourn this out to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, sir. I'm going to suggest maybe you contact Ms. Dornbush to investigate on her client's end that water bill issue and to see about working out some payment plan for the rest of this.
And Your Honor, and looking at the ledger, it appears to be resolved. The water bill for July is back down to normal rates. The water bill for June is.
Sir, don't interrupt.
I'm sorry.
The water bill for, thank you, Your Honor. The water bill for June, and this is the water bill that was billed on June 1st, Your Honor. I believe it is for a period from either April 1st to May 1st or mid-April to mid-May, but it's not for, it's behind the actual usage. And so that's not saying that that's what he was using in June. That's saying what was used for whatever period. Like I said, it's either April 1st to May 1st or mid-April to mid-May. And I can verify that with my client. And if Mr. Stafford wants to reach out, I'll let him know what information that I obtained. But it does look like his July usage. So again, either May 1st to June 1st or mid-May to mid-June is back down to what his typical usage was.
All right, very good. We'll do the 17th at 1. That's an in-person hearing, sir. Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Brandon Wilson and Kimberly Slayton. Wilson, Slayton.
Hi, I'm here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Oh, she's on the phone. All right. Your name, ma'am?
Kimberly Slayton.
Okay. And counsel, how much is showing on this account?
With costs $3,748.05.
All right. Ms. Slayton, how are you intending on getting that paid?
This morning, I took $1,400 to the office, and I can make another payment of $800 next week. And if I was going to try to call the attorney office to see if I can pay the July's rent, the remaining portion at the end by the end of this month.
Okay. So you paid $1,400 this morning. You can pay $800. What date can you pay the $800?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make it by the 16th. Then I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. And contact counsel, make those payments, contact counsel, and then see what you can work out for the rest of this, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Arbor Woods versus Matthew Bell. Matthew Bell, not checked in, and I don't think I've had you sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. For the record, Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff. Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $922.16, cost of $188 for a total due of $1,110.16. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Tanisha Booker. Tanisha Booker. Oh,
here.
She was there, then disappeared. But she's, Ms. Booker, are you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to leave.
It's okay. She's
I
here.
just give this to
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.
What is the claim?
With cost $4,145.44.
All right. And Ms. Booker, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I can have 1,500 paid by Thursday. It would have been paid, but my water pump went out in my truck. So, and without that, I wasn't going to be able to pay because I wasn't going to make it to work. But I'll have 1,500 by Thursday.
The 16th?
15. I'm sorry, I lost my voice.
Yeah, by the 16th, the Thursday.
Yeah.
So pay that. I'll adjourn you out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay. And then I'm going to suggest that you contact Ms. Dornbush, see if they'll work out a payment plan for the rest of that or how you're going to get the rest of that paid. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus William Caladine. And Bridget Caladine. William or Bridget Caladine? No response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's rent to retain of $1,867.44. Costs are $246 for a total due of $2,113.44. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Sonia Chapel. Oh, she's here.
Hello.
All right, I see. Hello, Miss Chapel. All right.
How you doing?
Ms. Dornbush? I'm doing okay. Yourself?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right. How much is owing on her account?
With cost $1,958.44.
All right. Miss Chapel, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have $1,000. I can pay $1,000 today, but I was wondering if I can come up with an arrangement with the other half. I've been paying my rent late. I had death in the family in April where I had to go to Tennessee. So I just been behind ever since then. I didn't even get.
So how much can you pay?
I could pay $1,000 today.
Today? Okay, get $1,000 in, and you're going to pay that today.
Yes.
I'm going to adjourn the case out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, but I'm going to suggest you contact Ms. Dornbush, see if some payment arrangement can be worked out. Okay?
Where is Ms. Dornbush at? Is she at the office?
She's always at the office when I see her, yes. But
no, I don't.
Not
I
the
don't go in the
management
office. Pardon me?
So what you need to do? No, she's not at that office.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
On your paperwork, there will be Pallett's Law Firm.
Okay.
Okay. Call that number and ask for Miss Dornbush or Rachel, and see if something can be worked out. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Can I ask you a quick question?
No.
Can I pay through my portal? Can I pay through the portal, or do I have to take a money order in?
It's going to have to be a money order. Unfortunately, the portal doesn't accept a partial payment, but you can make a partial payment with the money order.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Chapel. Have a great day.
You have a better one. Thanks.
I like that. Arbor Woods versus Latia Davis. Pardon? Latia Davis, no response. Ms. Dornbush, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $3,487.44. Costs are $188 for a total.
Good morning.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Latia Davis. Can y'all hear me?
Now we can. All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hello.
The total, Your Honor,
yeah,
then with costs is $3,675.44.
Yes, I'm
All
gonna pay
right,
that
Ms.
on the
Dave?
17th at 9:30 a.m.
You're gonna pay the whole balance?
The whole balance, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna indicate in my file, you're gonna pay that by the 17th. I'm gonna adjourn this out to that same date, July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Get it paid as early as you can. And then if you've got everything paid, you're sure everything's paid, I don't need to see you that day. Otherwise, you'll have to come in if not all paid, okay?
Okay, I see them at 9:30. I'll be there.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good weekend, sir.
You do the same. Arbor Woods versus Anthony Favor. And Jennifer Favor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anthony Favor?
Oh yes, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. And how much is owing on this?
With costs, Your Honor, $3,938.04.
All right.
You hear me?
And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Fidelity, maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago. The only issue I'm having now is that what's due on my paperwork that I was given was $1,873, and which they approved me for $2,676. And with taxes, they only going to give me Fidelity. Because with my paperwork, they needed the paperwork showing how much my paperwork for the eviction was, and the 3,000 is a different amount.
Right, because you have July rent now.
Yeah, so with them on there, so but the I would have I would have at least the $2,295 I believe like by next week. Because I just got submitting that paper.
So I'm going to indicate, how much are you getting through Fidelity?
$2,295.
All right. So I'm going to indicate that you're going to pay that by the 16th. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. Once you get that paid, or if it's paid, I'm going to suggest you contact the attorney's office and try to figure out your payment plan or how you're going to get the rest of that paid.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much.
Arbor Woods versus Sarah Gore.
Here.
All right. I'll need a camera, ma'am, if available. And what's the plaintiff's claim in this case?
With costs, $4,966.27.
All right. Ms. Gore, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I recently had to get my transmission fixed. It was over like $5,000. So I was going to try to see if DHS can help me pay the rent, and then maybe get like a payment arrangement.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Gore. Have you applied for DHS already?
Yes, I applied for it on Friday, but they were closed. And then I called them yesterday, and then they processed it. And then she said that it was denied, but she also said it was denied because I guess something about my hours for work. And then she said if I can get a letter from my job that I have more hours, then I can submit that, which I did this morning. And then I called back this morning, and he said another guy told me that it'd take up to like 10 days to process it.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
how many people are in your apartment or your unit?
Just me and my kids.
Okay. How many kids?
2.
2? Mm-hmm. All right. So that's 3 people. So just so you know, that will only really account for $640 or $620 is the maximum amount they're going to pay with DHS.
Okay. So I'm willing to try to make payment arrangements or just
Gotcha. I understand. Hang on. Okay. Ms. Gore. All right, just hold on, okay?
Thanks.
You gotta kind of take it one step at a time, all right?
Mhm.
And so that you know nothing's gonna happen bad today, okay?
Okay.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Then, since you've applied through DHS, they gave you a tracking number,
Okay.
okay? There's a form that's in the paperwork that got sent to you regarding this case. You need to fill all that out, and you need to file that and put your tracking number on there and file that with the court by this upcoming Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
And then we'll see. And in the interim, you can call Miss Dornbush and see if they're willing to work something out for you regarding this balance.
Okay.
Okay? And then show up on the 17th and we'll try to figure it out from there. Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. You take care. Take a breath. Have a good weekend.
Thank
Okay?
you. You too.
All right.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm. Arbor Woods versus Tyrone Miller.
Well, here, Your Honor. I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, I got you. All right, how much is owing on his account?
With costs, Your Honor, $1,965.53.
All right. And sir?
Yes, sir.
How are you intending on getting that paid?
I was gonna pay $700 today and then the balance next Friday.
Okay, so you can pay $700 today, and then you're going to say you're going to have the balance by the 17th?
Yes, sir.
You pay that early in the day?
Yes.
All right, pay it as early as you can, and then I'm going to adjourn your case out to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay, if you've got everything paid, I don't need to see you. But if it's not all paid, you need to come down to the courthouse and we'll need to talk about it. All right?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Arbor Woods versus Sharice Roberson. Yep. She's just trying to find the button to unmute.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Ms.
Hi.
Roberson.
Good
She
morning.
found it. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
everyone.
Ms. Dornbush, how much is owing on her account?
With costs, Your Honor, $3,831.79.
All right. Ms. Roberson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Good morning, Your Honor. And everyone. Yesterday, I presented a check to the office, a certified check from my bank for $2,032, which would account for the month of June's rent. And I'm just now owing for July. I kind of am in a situation where I'm able to pay not at the first part of the month, but at the end of the month. And I'm working towards trying to get myself back in a situation where I can pay at the beginning of the month. I only have a couple more months for the end of my lease. And I already submitted in June, I believe it was, the end of June, an intent to vacate at the end of my lease.
I got you. Ms. Dornbush, does her account reflect the 2032?
It doesn't, Your Honor, but my ledger is from the 8th. And so that's why that it doesn't.
All right, ma'am, here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Is I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing.
Okay.
What I'm going to suggest you do once they credit the 2032 that you paid is you can try to work out a payment plan with them or figure out how you're going to get the rest of this paid.
Okay. I've also, thank you, Your Honor. I've also spoke with someone on July the 8th from the senior housing department with the University of Michigan, and they're supposed to be working with me and also Kenya from the office from Arbor Woods to work out something as well, so that maybe I will be in a better position for the last 2 months of the lease that I
Gotcha.
assigned.
Okay.
Yes, right. Okay.
So since you're working with Housing Bureau for Seniors, there's a form in your packet called a rental assistance form.
Okay.
You need to fill that out and just put on there that you're working with senior housing, the Bureau for Senior Housing
Yeah.
Bureau.
Yes.
And submit that to the court by Wednesday.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you next week, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Arbor Woods versus Teresa Robertson.
Is it Teresa or Sharice?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
It's Teresa. I have Teresa.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Ms. Dornbush, how much does she owe?
With cost $3,902.18.
All right. And ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
This next Wednesday I could pay 600 of it, and then on the 21st my unemployment starts. Then I could finish making the payment of that, and then I could start see if I can go into arrangement of making the payment of July's.
Okay. I think I got you. You're going to pay 600 and then your unemployment's supposed to start. And then
On
how
the
much can you pay
21st.
once that starts?
Yes, I could finish paying June, and then I could start on July's.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, ma'am. You come down to, all right, between now and then, get the 600 paid, and then contact Ms. Dornbush and see if they're willing to work with you in terms of how you can get the rest of this stuff.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Arbor Woods versus Benny Ross. And Jay Ross.
Right here. Right here.
Okay, I got you. I see you. Okay. All right, Ms. Dornbush, how much is owing on their account?
With cost $4,237.72.
All right. Sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Okay, well, I made a payment yesterday for $19.10, and I'm working
You said
with
$19.10?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably not showing then. All right, so you made that yesterday. And
Yes,
then,
and then the rest I'm working with. I called the company called Friend Indeed in Washington, and they're helping me with that. I'm just waiting to hear back with them. I submitted all the information that they needed submitted, and I'm just waiting on the person to call me back and give me an email back after they review everything.
okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn you out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. And that's an in-person hearing. If you're working with Friends Indeed, there's a form in your packet called a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that out and submit that to the court by Wednesday.
Okay, and where's the court at?
We're located by the Sheriff's Department off of Washington and Hogback.
Okay, can I get an address if you don't mind?
Pardon?
Can I get an address if you don't mind?
4133 Washington Avenue.
4133 Washington Avenue. Okay.
All right. It's on your paperwork also, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Arbor Woods versus Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith, they are not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is $2,258.11. Costs are $188 for a total due of $2,446.11. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with a writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, and writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Eric Stewart. And
him here.
Dean West. All right, Mr. Stewart's here. How much is owing on his account?
With cost $3,937.59.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I was going to go into the office when I got off the phone, off this call, to go pay like $1,800 today, and then the remaining balance next week.
So you're going to pay $1,800 today, and then what day next week will you pay the balance, you think?
It'll probably most likely Friday before the court day, if it's after 12.
Before the 17th. All right, I'm going to adjourn it to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. If everything is paid and you're sure everything's paid, I don't need to see you. But if you're not sure, you'll need to come down to the courthouse, okay?
Okie dokie.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, you too.
Arbor Woods versus Raquel Webster.
I'm here.
All right. I'll need a camera if it's available to you. Miss Dornbush, what's owing?
With cost $3,677.33.
Miss Webster, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I've been out of work for some weeks now. I tore my rotator cuff. So I'm gonna try to borrow some money right now, but by Monday I can pay $1,000.
Okay. On the 13th, you can pay that. Okay. And okay, so let's do, and then you're going to be trying to borrow and see what you can do with the rest, right?
Correct.
So I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Pay the $1,000 and then see what else you're going to be able to borrow and get yourself caught up. You also feel free to contact the attorney's office and see if something can be worked out regarding payment, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a blessed one.
You do the same. Northville Crossing versus Jennifer Kramer.
Rachel Dornbush Pallets Law on behalf of the plaintiff.
David Dobell II. Your name, sir?
David Doble.
Thank you. All right, this is a termination.
That is correct.
And sir, do you have a position on the termination of your tenancy?
I have a few points. So the alleged violation was known and tolerated by the management here at the park. The alleged violation has been going on for 2 years now, I think. She talks to the office ladies about it here and there. The park can't now determine it's a surprise or emergency. There's no evidence.
So, sir, you're disputing the basis for the termination?
Yeah, like.
Okay, you're going to have to file a written answer laying out your dispute, serve a copy on the plaintiff's counsel, and file that with the court. I'm going to order that be done by the 16th. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next Thursday. And then I'll adjourn this out until the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. If you're going to get the assistance of an attorney, now is the time to do that. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Scio Farms versus Rachel Young. Rachel Young, Ross Fortner, Denise Fortner. Young, Fortner. No response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $2,289.19. Costs are $315 for a total of $2,604.19. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by possession or for possession. Redemption amount, any amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. I don't know what that was. Court calls the case Silo Farms versus Pat Turk. Pat Turk, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is $2,133.79. Costs are $192 for a total due of $2,325.79. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested with issue in 10 days. Silo Farms versus Aileen, is it Stakowitz?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right. And also Nassim Sedan.
That's my son. He's homesick right now, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
With costs is $4,850.56.
All right. Ma'am, how are you guys intending on getting that paid?
Well, Your Honor, I recently lost my job on the 13th of June and then had to stay in the hospital from the 17th to the 26th, where I was unable to work. I've since filed for unemployment and have had 3 interviews this week. My intention is to land a job by at least the middle of next week and start making payments every Friday to catch up. That's for June and for July. I feel that in 30 days, I can be caught up on both months. If given the chance, I'd really like to stay. It's just been a rough couple of weeks.
Okay.
My son is now working. I'm sorry. My son is also working full-time as of April, May, middle of May. He started getting full-time hours at his new job, so he will be able to help as well.
All right. Is there anything you can pay between now and next week, you think?
The only money I have right now, I kind of need to survive. I can make a payment on Friday, this Friday, of $1,000, and every Friday after that, I plan on paying
$1,000 on the 17th.
Yes, and another $1,000 on the 24th, and another $1,000 on the 31st at least, because I will be receiving unemployment and/or a paycheck.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Okay.
You're to pay $1,000 by the 17th. Can you get that paid early in the day?
I can have that paid by 9 a.m. when the paycheck clears, yes.
Okay. So get that paid as early as you can on the 17th. I'm going to suggest in the interim that you maybe contact Ms. Dornbush, contact the attorney's office, and see whether or not they'll be willing to work with you regarding a payment plan to get this paid off.
Yes, Your Honor, because I've been here for 4 years and I'd really like to stay.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank
See you on the
Have a great
17th.
day. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Silo Farms versus Arkeem Kirk and LaFlora Jackson. Kirk? I can't even. Huh? Oh, you're prompting.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Hello.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me, Mr. Kirk?
Yes, sir. I can.
I'm doing great. Okay. All right. How much is owing?
With costs $1,612.73.
All
right. Sir, how are you going to get that paid?
Sir, I will have that paid by Thursday.
By when?
It actually be before, but I'll have it for sure on Thursday.
Thursday the 16th?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll just indicate that you're going to pay the balance by then. I will adjourn this matter out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. If everything's paid, I don't need to see you. If everything's not paid off, then you'll need to come down to the courthouse for an in-person hearing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Have a blessed
Thank you. You do the same. Sile Farmers versus Jessica Jones and Shaman Jones.
I'm here.
Okay, there he is. All right, how much is owing on this account?
With cost $2,046.51.
$1,046.61. All right, sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
What was it again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
2046.61?
51.
51.
Okay. All right, we should have half of that next Friday. And then the other half on the 24th.
So you'll have at least 1,000 plus on the 17th?
Yes.
Get that paid early can you pay that early in the day?
Yes.
All right. And then when did you say you'd pay the balance?
The 24th.
So that next Friday you'll need. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay. Get that paid in. And then that's an in-person hearing. You'll need to be down at the courthouse and see if we can get everything worked out. Okay.
No problem.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Sile Farms versus Christina without an eye. Franklin.
Is it spelled without an I, Your Honor?
Pardon?
Is it spelled on your file without an I?
I don't. That is not your issue. It is a clerk issue.
I was like,
you guys did it right.
Hey, we might not have,
Okay.
so.
No, I got it. All right. Miss Franklin, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay. Everybody keeps dropping a vowel from your name, but I'll get it straight. Okay. All right. How much is owing?
With costs, Your Honor, $2,303.63.
Okay. Miss Franklin, how are you going to get that paid?
Your Honor, can they break that down? What does that include? The rent for July, court costs?
It is, Your Honor, June site rent, $915. Water and sewer, water was $28.81, sewer was $15.81, late fee, court fee, and then rent, water, sewer, late fee for July. So there's 85 in late fees from June, and right now there's 55 charged so far for July.
Okay. Your Honor, I can pay $1,500 by next Friday. I think that's the 16th or the 17th.
The 17th.
The 17th.
Can you pay it early? Can you pay it early in the day?
Yes, sir. I can pay it that morning.
Okay, so I'm going to indicate you pay the 15th by the 17th. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to be here. See if you can call plaintiff's office, the attorney's office, and see if you can work something out before then. But otherwise, we'll see you on the 17th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Court calls case of Sile Farms versus Holly Connolly. Holly Connolly, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you. Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $2,308.66. Costs are $192 for a total due of $2,500.66. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with writ issue in 10 days. Sile Farms versus Timothy Alexander. Timothy Alexander, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client reports that Mr. Alexander did make a payment that would pay the account in full, but we are just making sure the payment clears. So if we could adjourn this one to the 17th.
Yes. During this matter, July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Sile Farms versus Antoine Bailey. He's usually here. Yeah. Antoine Bailey, there he is. Mr. Bailey? No response. I'll pass it briefly. Sile Farms versus Melanie Clemens. Ms. Clemens, can you unmute for me?
Unmute. Hello?
You got it. Okay. Good afternoon or good morning.
Good morning.
Right.
Good to see you again.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Mr. Ornbush, what is owing on this account?
With cost $2,183.92.
All right. Ms. Clemens, how are you going to get that paid, you think?
Yeah, I can pay $1,100 on the 17th and the remainder on the 31st, but I'm also waiting on a phone call from Friends Indeed.
All right. So you got Friends Indeed?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to pay $1,100 by the 17th. So
Yes.
get that paid early in the day if you can, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to adjourn this out to that same date, July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a question. Okay, I got a question. Since I'm waiting on Friends Indeed, do I have to, because they mentioned something about SER, do I have to apply for that?
The SER?
Yeah.
You
They
need to
mentioned
do,
it.
you need to do everything they tell you to do so you qualify
Okay.
for the assistance, okay?
All righty.
So, and then what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to
Okay.
need you to fill out in your paperwork, there's a rental assistance form. I need you to fill that out and make sure to get that down to the courthouse by Wednesday.
By Wednesday.
Okay? And you
All
need to
right.
put on there that you're applied through Friends Indeed. And if you have to do an SER, that they give you a tracking number. So you have to give us a tracking number. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a good day.
You do the same.
All right.
Sile Farm versus Russell Bush. Russell Bush? Oh,
yes.
Where are you? Oh, that's you. Okay, he's Samsung.
Yep. Yeah, that's
All right.
there. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, okay. All right. What is owing on his account?
With cost, Your Honor, $2,343.98.
All right. And sir, how were you intending on getting that paid?
Today, within the hour.
Today. Okay. Then I'll just indicate that you're going to pay the balance. I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. If everything's paid, I don't need to see you then. Okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You do the same, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sile Farms versus Adam Bryant.
I'm here.
Dialing. Okay, there's Mr. Bryant. Okay. How much is owing on his account?
With cost $1,659.70.
Okay. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
On the court paperwork I have here was a balance of $776.65. So
Right, and that would not have included July. So July is now included.
Okay. I did drop off a payment to them on Monday of $400. I can bring in another payment today as soon as I get out of work. It'll be after they're already closed. So I'll drop it in their Dropbox of another $500. And then I can probably pay off the remainder on the 17th. If not the 17th, I'll make a payment on the 17th and then pay off the remainder the following Friday.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, so what I'll do is I'll indicate that you're going to pay $500 today. You paid $400, and that should put you in relatively good shape. But then I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay, that's an in-person hearing. But if you get those payments in, you also may want to contact Ms. Dornbush and see if there's something that can be worked out regarding the balance. If you get the balance paid on the 17th, I don't need to see you. As long as you make sure everything's paid.
As far as reaching out to Ms. Thornburg, is that the telephone number ending in 9090?
That is correct, Mr. Bryant. And just so the court is aware and you're aware, Mr. Bryant, this balance does account for your $400 payment.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, so
All
the
right,
$500, $1,100 range, you got it.
So I'll
Okay.
make a payment today, work, and then another payment next Friday until it's paid off. Hopefully I can get it all taken care of on the 17th. If not, the following Friday, everything will be paid off and money will be put towards next month's rent as well.
Gotcha. Okay, very good. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Maybe. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Scio Farms versus Scio Farms versus Jonathan Barrera.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. How much is owing?
With cost, Your Honor, $2,513.23.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I can pay it on Monday, sir.
On Monday?
Yep.
All right. I'll indicate that he's going to pay the balance this Monday, the 13th. I've marked the file. I will adjourn it out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. If everything's paid, I don't need to see you then. Case will be dismissed and you'll be all set. Okay. Just make sure everything's all paid. Okay.
Will do.
All right. Thank you, sir. Spice Tree Apartments versus Jaquavius Carroll. Oops. Should have gone back to Jaquavius Carroll.
Yes, Your Honor.
There he is. Okay.
With cost, Your Honor, it's $1,828.34.
All right. Sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I get paid next Wednesday, this following Wednesday coming up. I'm just gonna say I for sure can pay $1,000 for sure. I might be able to pay $1,500, but then after that, I'll probably need a payment plan until my next payday, which I get paid every 2 weeks. And then I can pay the remaining balance. I just had like something going on with I have to pay my restitution, so it like kind of threw me behind on rent.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this case out to July 17th, 2026, 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and Your Honor, I was gonna ask too, is there any way possible that I can request another Zoom meeting just because with my job?
You can submit the form.
Okay.
And we'll consider it, okay?
Okay. And
otherwise you'll need to be down here at the courthouse.
Okay, how do I submit the form? I'm sorry.
You can call the clerk's office.
Okay.
And they'll be more than happy to help you with that, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Spice Tree Apartments versus Lakeisha Davis. Lakeisha Davis, not here, Ms. Dornbush, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is $4,403.76. Costs are $192 for a total due of $4,585.76. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Spice Tree Apartments versus Tori Lawler. And Tamara.
Tamara, this is Tamara right here. Hold on.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
and
how are
much is
you?
okay? How much is owing on this?
With costs, Your Honor, $4,049.90.
All right.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, I didn't know. So I'm vacating. I'm in the process of vacating right now. And so I just
And when are you planning on leaving?
Oh, I'm leaving now. My last date there's the 15th of July. I'm just
Okay,
cleaning. Yeah, Mom is cleaning out my stuff actually as I'm speaking. I've already moved. So, but I had a quick question though. I don't know how this works, but I have been on Spicy for like 6 years, and I had want to leave this year, And they was sending me a letter saying I need to renew my lease, renew my lease. And I did because I didn't know I was gonna have somewhere to go. And I didn't realize that they stuck me to a month-to-month lease, which was like almost $2,500. So I got stuck with fees. I didn't know. I thought at least because I had re-signed the lease, they was going to just give me my regular lease paid for the last, when they 5 years before they increased it. I didn't know it increased to $20. Yeah. So now I have been paying double rent where I'm at now and trying to pay them too, and very difficult. So it's like I had to come up like at $4,000.
Here's what I'm going to suggest that you do. You move out by the 15th. You got to make sure to return your keys, do everything, make sure they know that you're out. They're asking for a possession in this case. So if you give them the unit back, everything won't be good, but you'll at least have satisfied that part.
Yeah.
And I suggest then that you contact Spice Tree to work out some payment plan or some negotiation regarding any balance owed.
So should I contact, you said you broke up. Say that again.
Which part? All right, move out, turn in your keys. You have to be out of the unit, okay? Because they're only asking for possession.
Right.
Then contact Spice Tree and try to negotiate or work out the back balance.
I would do that. That was my plan, but I didn't know it was going to charge me month-to-month rent.
Okay, well, you can talk to them about that.
Yeah.
July 17, 2026, 1 p.m. All right, thank you.
Your Honor, just to verify, with Ms. Lawler, is Tori then also intending to vacate?
We're all gone. We're actually all gone. We're just moving the rest of our little stuff out. We're actually gone.
Okay.
We haven't been there in over a week.
Thank you for confirming.
Been there over a week.
All right, thank you. Spice Tree versus Andrew Marshall and Jaquel Mack. Mack and Marshall, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is $2,220.04. Costs are $182 for a total due of $2,402.04. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Sylvan Crossing versus Grant Wolf. Yeah, here. Okay. That's Mr. Wolf. All right. How much is owing on this account?
With cost, Your Honor, $4,247.82. And Your Honor, if I could just clarify with Mr. Wolf, sir, there's a mailing address listed in Grass Lake. Is that still a good address for you?
No.
Okay, can you log into the portal and then update your billing address then to ensure that it's, I assume the Redwood address, but just ensure that it's that one.
Sure, yeah.
All right. So, sir, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Well, I should have it paid by the middle of next week.
Okay, so this upcoming week, say the 15th or so, you should have the balance paid?
Correct.
All right, I'll mark the file. I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. If you have everything paid, I don't need to see you. But if everything's not paid off, then you'll need to come down to the courthouse, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, take care. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
Sylvan Crossing versus Skyan Lewis and Jeremy Pennington. Said neither objecting. They are not here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's rent to retain of $1,953.43. Costs are $242 for a total due of $2,195.43.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days. Valley Ranch versus Cameron Hall.
And one is here.
And LaTwana Mitchell. Hall is here.
Oh, yeah. No, we're all, yeah, no one's here now.
Hall, Mitchell, Neither are now present. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $3,350.43, cost of $182 for a total due of $3,532.43. But as for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Court does call the case of the Valley Ranch versus Hassani Moore. Hassani Moore, not here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $3,326. Costs are $169 for a total due of $3,495. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue 10 days. Valley Ranch versus Stephen Shelton.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And how much does Mr. Shelton's account show?
With cost $4,334 even.
And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Today I'm gonna drop off $1,500. Next week, make another payment. I'm not sure how much, but it's gonna be a large amount. I should be caught up before I want to say the 24th or so. I should be all caught up.
So you're gonna pay $1,500 today.
Yes.
What time next week will you make that other payment?
It'll be Friday morning. I'm gonna try to make it Friday morning.
Then there's going to be a certain amount coming in Friday morning, the 17th.
Correct.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay. Get those payments in. The other payment on the 17th, if you can get it paid as early as possible on that date. And then you'll need to come down to the courthouse because everything won't be paid. But then let's see where we are and try to get it resolved. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Whitaker Oaks versus Kimberly Newton. Really?
Oh.
Kimberly Newton, not here. You may proceed. Antoine Bailey.
You know what? For this one, Your Honor, can we adjourn this one for 1 week?
Not a problem. July 17, 2026, 1 p.m. Did Mr. Bailey said he's been here all this time? Is that what his message said? I'm not even talking to Pastor. Anyway, Whitaker Oaks versus David Petrowski and Vicky Pitt.
Rachel Dormish, counsel on behalf of the plaintiff.
David Petrowski's here.
Okay, there he is. All right. How much is owing on his account?
With cost $3,565.87.
All right. Sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I can pay $1,800 today and the balance by the 29th.
All right. $1,800 today?
Yep.
So get that paid, and then you're going to have the balance by the 29th?
Absolutely.
All right. I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. What I'm going to suggest in the interim is you call out or you maybe call plaintiff's counsel's office, see if you guys can work something out regarding this and how you're going to get this structured and paid. Okay?
I can do that,
and
sir.
We'll see you on the 17th if necessary. All right?
All right. Thank you, Simpson.
Yep. We're welcome. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. Whitaker Oaks versus Shayla Staples and Seth Staples. Shayla, Seth, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $1,591.26, costs of $243 for a total due of $1,834.26. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Recall the case. Scio Farms versus Antoine Bailey. Man,
Hey, I'm here, man. What's up? Good morning. Afternoon.
Mr. Bailey, I called you about an hour ago.
For real, man. I'm a
Oh
parent.
yeah,
man.
for real.
I ain't hear you, bro. I had the phone on my shoulder the whole
I
time.
kept calling your name. You didn't answer. So
Man.
we passed it. We did everything else we had to do before calling you back up. Then you put that note in. I've been here all morning. I know you've been here all morning. I've been looking at your name.
All right, what we about to do?
All right. How much is owing on this, Ms. Dornbush?
With cost $2,203.92.
All right, Mr. Bailey, how are you gonna get that paid?
I'm gonna try to pay 1,000 by next Friday, really by next Thursday. And I'm still recovering from my last 4 or 5 traffic stops, man. So you know how that go.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn you out to the 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. Get that $1,000 paid by the 16th. And then we'll see where we go from there. You also should probably, because you'll still have a balance, contact the attorney's office, see if you can work out something as to how you're gonna get this paid, okay?
Oh, pretty much, man. I'm gonna try to take care of it by then, but I know for sure I'm gonna have 1,000. I'm gonna talk to the attorney, but like I got a decision. Like, do I want to pay to get from out of Washington County, or do I want to pay my rent? That's usually how I go.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Mr. Bailey,
All right,
thank
man.
you.
Have a good
Take
day.
care. You too. All right, Ms. Dornbush, our next docket with you starts about now, or about 10 minutes ago. Probably give us about 15 minutes. We got to get the people in, get them checked in, and then we'll start off.
That sounds good. So the court does not have an 11 o'clock docket.
No.
No, what are you talking
yay.
about?
All right.
They're like all yelling. Oh, by the way, so that can you see, get on the thing? Probably, get in the picture. You may just scoot up. Jeez, oh, Pete. You are like so old.
Hi.
Becky. She is here with us today.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. I hear you got a couple
Long time no
babies.
see.
We'll stand in recess.